Imagine holding a simple penny in your hand. A penny most people would overlook, toss in a jar, or even discard. But what if that tiny coin could change your life? What if that very penny, minted in 1978 in Denver, could be worth up to $1.60 million? Yes, you heard me right. This isn't just another urban legend or some overhyped myth. This is real, and it's happening right now in the rare coin market. Why does this matter? Because that penny might already be sitting in your pocket, your coin jar, or even buried in an old drawer. But here's the catch. Most people never realize its true value until it's too late. Don't let that be you. Let me guide you through this incredible story. By the end of this video, you'll not only know why this coin is worth so much, but also how to identify if you have one and, most importantly, how to sell it for life-changing money. To understand the value, we need to dive into history. The Denver Mint produced billions of pennies in 1978, but not all of them were created equal. Some had rare errors and anomalies that make collectors drool. These errors range from double dies to off-center strikes, and even coins made with rare metal compositions. Most people don't even know these errors exist. One particular variation, a 1978 D penny with a dramatic doubling on the date and mint mark, recently sold at auction for over $1.60 million. Think about that. A single coin, smaller than a quarter, outshining the price of a luxury car, a dream vacation, or even a house. So, if you've got a piggy bank at home, stop smashing it open like you're on a treasure hunt. Unless, of course, you're ready to find treasure. A small D under the date indicates it was minted in Denver. Look closely at the date and lettering. Do the numbers or letters look slightly shadowed or duplicated? Coins in pristine condition are valued higher, but even circulated ones with errors can fetch thousands. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. And yes, squinting at a penny for an hour might make you feel silly, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, you might be wondering, okay, even if I find one, how do I sell it for millions? Won't a pawn shop just give me $5? Hold that thought, we're getting there. Selling a coin like this isn't about walking into your local pawn shop. It's about tapping into the high-stakes world of rare coin auctions. This is where collectors and investors with deep pockets are waiting to bid against each other for coins like yours. Send your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. A high-grade designation can multiply its value. Use auction houses specializing in rare coins, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers Galleries. These are where million-dollar deals are made. The market for rare coins fluctuates. A professional appraiser can advise you when to sell for maximum value. But here's the urgent part. The demand for coins like this is soaring, and markets can change quickly. The longer you wait, the greater the risk of losing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Now, before you go digging through your coin collection, let me ask you, what would you do with $1.6 million? A dream vacation? Paying off debt? Starting your own business? Let me know in the comments below. Imagine what life would be like if one humble penny could open the door to a wealthier, freer future. No more worrying about bills. No more second-guessing that dream you've always wanted to chase. But it all starts with one action: checking your coins. Because here's the truth, this isn't just about a penny. It's about a chance to transform your life. So, don't wait. Go check your coins now. And if you find something incredible, come back and share your story. Who knows? Your success might just inspire someone else to do the same. Did you know a single penny could change your life forever? Yes, I'm talking about a coin so rare and valuable it's worth up to $1.5 million. Imagine digging through your old coin jar and discovering this hidden treasure. How would that feel? Excited? A little skeptical? Stick with me because, by the end of this video, you'll know how to spot this elusive 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. What if you threw away $1 million penny last week without realizing it? Scary thought, right? But don't worry. After watching this, that mistake will never happen to you again. Alright, let's unlock the secrets of this seemingly ordinary coin and why it could be the ticket to your dream lifestyle. So, what's so special about the 1980 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? First, let's get a little background. Most pennies from this year were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Normally, Philadelphia pennies don't have a mint mark. But here's the twist. Certain pennies were struck with an error so rare, they became legendary among coin collectors. These errors include off-centered strikes, double dies, and anomalies that occur during the minting process. The 1980 no-mint mark penny with specific characteristics is one of these anomalies. But why is it worth up to $1.5 million? It's all about rarity. The fewer the mistakes, the higher the demand, and the higher the value. Now, before you rush off to dig through your change drawer, here's a critical detail to look for. Check for signs of doubling on the coin's text or design. Look for unusual imperfections around Lincoln's profile. These quirks can mean the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and one worth a small fortune. Speaking of fortunes, imagine what you could do with $1.5 million. Would you buy your dream home, pay off debts, or travel the world? Or maybe you'd invest and build generational wealth. Don't just dream about it. Let's make sure you're ready to act when opportunity knocks. Now, here's a question for you. When was the last time you really looked at your coins? If it was longer than a month ago, you might want to pause this video and check. Just kidding, don't leave yet. I've got even more tips to make sure you don't miss out. Here's the kicker. Many people overlook these valuable pennies because they assume all change is worthless. But let me tell you a story. In 2020, a man in his 60s discovered a rare coin in an old coffee can he'd inherited. That coin sold for 6 figures at auction. He said it was the turning point in his life, and all because he took the time to inspect something most of us ignore daily. So what if your 1980 penny is next? How do you ensure you don't get ripped off when selling it? First, have your coin authenticated by a trusted expert. A professional grader can confirm its rarity and determine its value. Then, research reputable auction houses or collectors willing to pay top dollar. But here's where urgency comes in. The market for rare coins is competitive. As more people become aware of these hidden treasures, prices could skyrocket or they could plateau. If you're sitting on a gold mine, the time to act is now. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. What if your penny isn't worth $1 million? Even then, it might still hold value, perhaps hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And every penny counts when it comes to building a better future, right? So, what are you waiting for? Go grab your coins and start checking for that 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. But don't stop there. If you want to learn about even more valuable coins that could change your life, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And here's your cliffhanger. Did you know there's a 1943 penny made of steel that's worth even more than this one? I'll reveal everything you need to know about it in an upcoming video, so don't miss it. Your next treasure hunt might just lead to unimaginable wealth. A simple penny, tossed in a jar, forgotten for decades, is now the key to unlocking a life of luxury. Sounds too good to be true, right? But what if I told you that one specific 1984 Lincoln penny, with no mint mark, is worth up to $1.4 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny. Take a moment to think about all the coins you've handled over the years. Could you be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it? Before we dive in, let me ask you something. What would you do if you stumbled upon $1 million penny? Pay off debt? Buy your dream home? Maybe retire early? Keep watching because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare treasure, why it's so valuable, and most importantly, how to cash in before it's too late. But let's start with the basics. Why is the 1984 no-mint mark penny so special? And how did this humble coin end up being worth more than a Lamborghini? By the way, if you're thinking, a penny, my wallet's lucky if it has a $5 bill in it. Don't worry, you're not alone. But this isn't your average penny. Let's rewind to 1984, a year of pop music, big hair, and minting errors. While most pennies minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, what sets this coin apart is a combination of scarcity, historical intrigue, and its condition. Here's the kicker. This coin wasn't supposed to make headlines. It wasn't even supposed to exist in its current form. But errors happen, and when they do, collectors go wild. The key to spotting this valuable penny lies in the details. First, it must lack a mint mark below the date. Next, look for signs of a potential double die error, where the text or numbers on the coin appear slightly doubled. This subtle mistake can skyrocket the value of a coin. Now, here's where things get exciting. In the past decade, collectors and auction houses have placed a premium on this coin. The record-breaking sale of a 1984 no-mint mark penny? Over $1 million. Let that sink in. $1 million for something most people overlook at the bottom of their couch cushions. But here's the twist. Simply finding this penny isn't enough. There's a crucial step you must take before it can fetch its true value. So, you've dug through your coin jars and found what looks like the 1984 no-mint mark penny. Now what? This is where the stakes get real. Coins like these must be authenticated and graded by experts. Without an official certification, even the rarest coin will lose its shine, literally and figuratively. Imagine the heartbreak of having $1 million penny and not being able to prove it. That's why organizations like PCGS or NGC exist. They'll grade your coin on factors like condition, rarity, and, most importantly, authenticity. If you've ever tried grading a coin yourself, let me save you the trouble. It's like trying to diagnose your car with a stethoscope. Leave it to the pros. Once your penny is graded, it's time to cash in. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these hidden treasures. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers specialize in connecting coin owners with serious buyers. But here's the urgent part. Coins like this don't just grow in value forever. The market can change and demand can shift. Sitting on this opportunity for too long could mean leaving money on the table. Money that could transform your life. What other pennies could be lurking in your collection, waiting to be discovered? The 1984 penny is just one example. There are countless others, each with the potential to change your life. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your coins. You could be one penny away from a millionaire's lifestyle. Are you sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Imagine finding a coin in your pocket, only to discover it could be worth a life-changing $1.3 million. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, let me tell you something, it's real. Right now, a small group of people are cashing in on an unassuming little penny that most of us have probably ignored. What if I told you one of the most sought-after coins in America might be hiding in plain sight, in your home, or even in your loose change jar? You don't want to miss this because this one penny could turn your story from just getting by to financially free. But here's the catch, it has to be the 1993 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Why is it worth so much? Why are collectors willing to pay millions for it? And most importantly, how can you tell if you own one? Stay with me because by the end of this video you'll know how to identify value and, yes, cash in on this life-changing opportunity. And quick question. When was the last time you actually checked your spare change? Maybe it's time to rethink that habit. Let's dive in. The 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny might look like any other copper-colored coin. But its story? That's where things get interesting. This penny is unique for a very specific reason. It lacks a mint mark, which tells collectors that it wasn't produced in one of the standard mint facilities. This anomaly makes it incredibly rare and highly sought after. Rarity equals value, and in this case, it equals the potential for millions of dollars. But wait, why would anyone pay so much for a penny? The simple scarcity. Out of billions of coins minted each year, mistakes like this are incredibly rare. Think of it like this. Diamonds are just shiny rocks, but their rarity makes them priceless. This penny is the diamond of the coin world. Now, here's where it gets a little nerve-wracking. Most people have no idea what to look for and might accidentally spend this treasure without knowing it. This happened before. Just imagine handing over $1 million penny for a 50-cent soda. Terrifying, isn't it? But don't worry. Here's how you can spot the difference. Take a close look at the front of your 1993 penny. If you don't see a tiny letter D or S under the date, congratulations, you might have hit the jackpot. But there's more to it than just the mint mark. To truly verify its value, you'll need to check its condition, weight, and even get it authenticated by a professional coin grader. And here's a fun thought. What's the weirdest thing you've ever spent your spare change on? Because if it was a 1993 no mint mark penny, you might want to sit down. So now you know. The humble penny could be your ticket to the life you've always dreamed of. But here's the thing. The clock is ticking. Every day, more people are learning about these rare coins. Collectors are snatching them up, and prices are skyrocketing. What's worth $1.3 million today might be out of reach tomorrow. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Pay off your mortgage, retire early, travel the world, or simply live without financial stress. That's the power of finding and selling rare coins like the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Before you go digging through your coin jar, here's one last piece of advice. Patience and precision are key. Get your pennies inspected by a reputable coin dealer or auction house. And if you find one, don't settle for the first offer. Remember, your treasure is priceless, and so is your story. So, what are you waiting for? That one little penny could change your life forever. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Check your change. Check it now. And who knows, maybe your journey to wealth and freedom starts today with a single unassuming penny. And by the way, there's an even rarer coin than this one worth even more. But that's a story for another time. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. You won't believe what's coming next. 2019 Lincoln penny lying around? What if I told you that tiny coin could hold the key to unlocking a life of wealth beyond your imagination? Yes, $1 million, that's the jaw-dropping price some rare coins have fetched. But only if you know what to look for. Before you toss that penny into a jar, stick around because in the next 10 minutes, you'll discover why this seemingly ordinary coin could be the golden ticket you've been waiting for. And no, this isn't some late-night infomercial hype. The clock is ticking on opportunities like this, and by the end of this video, you'll know how to identify a fortune hiding in plain sight. Let's start with the basics. In 2019, millions of Lincoln pennies were minted. But here's the twist. Some of them lack the tiny mint mark that most coins have. At first glance, this might seem like a mistake, but to collectors, it's the exact kind of anomaly that turns a penny worth 1 cent into a treasure worth thousands, or even millions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anyone pay $1 million for a penny? Well, here's the truth. Rarity, demand, and condition are what drive the market. When a rare coin like this hits the auction block, wealthy collectors will stop at nothing to get their hands on it. Imagine this scenario. You find a rare 2019 no-mint mark penny. You get it appraised, list it, and suddenly you're watching a bidding war unfold. That 1 cent could pay off your mortgage, send your kids to college, or even fund your dream retirement. But hold on, don't go digging through your couch cushions just yet. There's a catch, and we'll get to that soon. Here's where things get interesting. Not all 2019 no-mint mark pennies are created equal. Condition is king. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are the ones that command sky-high prices. Even a tiny scratch can slash the value dramatically. But don't worry, even circulated coins can fetch hundreds, sometimes thousands. The question is, how do you know if your penny is worth the big bucks? Let me tell you about an unsuspecting man from Ohio who nearly spent his 2019 penny at a gas station. Something made him pause and look closer. He noticed the absence of a mint mark. Fast forward a few months, and that same penny sold for $10,000 at auction. What's the moral of the story? Always check your change. Because you never know when fate is handing you a winning lottery ticket disguised as pocket change. By the way, when was the last time you actually looked at your coins? Go ahead and admit it, we're all guilty of just tossing them aside. But hey, maybe today is the day that habit pays off big time. So what should you be looking for? First, grab a magnifying glass and inspect the coin. The absence of the mint mark under the date is your first clue. Next, check the coin's condition. Any dents, discoloration, or signs of wear will impact its value. Lastly, consider professional grading. It can be the difference between a couple $100 and a six-figure payday. Now here's the exciting part. A pristine, uncirculated 2019 no-mint mark penny is so rare that experts believe its value could climb even higher in the coming years. Coins like this don't just sit in collections, they become legends. But let's address the elephant in the room. What if you don't have one? Does that mean your dream of cashing in on rare coins is over? Not even close. Rare pennies from other years, including older Lincoln cents, could be just as valuable. It's all about knowing where to look and what to look for. Now, here's a question to leave you hanging. What if you're holding onto a rare coin and you don't even know it? What other coins in your collection could be worth a fortune? We'll cover more in future videos, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You wouldn't want to miss the next coin that could turn you into a millionaire. Your fortune might be closer than you think, possibly even in your pocket right now. Don't wait for someone else to uncover it first. Start checking your coins today. Remember, it only takes one lucky find to change your life forever.